Thank you for joining us as we visit Amador.
We're out here on the West End, as they call it, here in Amador County's winemaking region. And we're here at Tanis Vineyards.
Let's go up and see Andrew Tanis and see what he's got cooking up there.
He's the anchor of the West End. Let's do it.
Hey.
Oh, you're rolling?
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
Well, what a pleasure to see you, Andrew.
Thank you. Pleasure to see both of you as well. Thank you for coming.
Oh,
absolutely.
Us back in this wonderful wine tasting room of yours. I understand there was a big release you had last weekend with a dry rosé. Everybody's been kind of competing with that dry rosé thing.
It is kind of an upcoming thing. We do a dry rosé here. It's very sought after. It's a blend of two varietals, red varietals, and it's a light, crisp, clean, but you have the refreshingness of what the red varietals will give you. So, should we try some?
Yes, let's try it.
You know, you're all into the flavor and the color. I mean, when you think of Tanis Vineyards, you really do think of the type of tannins and all those things that you work with, and you hand pick all of those grapes in the bins and make sure that nothing gets produced that isn't, just perfect for those colors and those tastes.
That is correct, and that's one of the important things about the grapes. Nature gives you the product. Now it's the winemaker's job to make it into the wine that you want it to be able to share with the public. And that's what winemaking is all about.
Well, you're doing a great job at that.
It's the unique style, definitely, that makes it unique from any other vineyard. And I love how you make wine.
Thank you.
Well, the family part of the West End, a lot of these wineries out here are young families, and in that tradition, you're really owner, operator, winemaker, you're really doing it all.
That is correct. Everything is done by us. The kids get involved in everything.
Well, I know Monique loves a darker red. She likes those dark reds, and you specialize in a lot of those too as well.
I do about 17 different varietals here. So you can come in 2 months and we'll have a whole new lineup on the bar.
So what do you want us to try today?
Let us try the Sangiovese. This is the other one that just came out last weekend.
Okay.
So, Sangioveses are usually a lot lighter in color and structure. This has a lot more depth to it. Give it a try.
I know you can.
Smells wonderful.
I know with that Sangiovese, you can see the legs in there too as well.
Yes, and the legs are an important part to the wine. One of the things, a long time ago, they would say the quality of wine was bigger the legs, which was kind of correct. In reality, what it is it's the higher the alcohol content, bigger the legs. So you can see it dripping down the glass, but when you have a little bit higher alcohol content, the fruit is a lot riper, better quality, and the wine becomes better as well. And that's what you're looking for sometimes too. You can look at it visually and see that it's like, oh, this is going to be a fruity wine. And I saw your face when you tasted it.
Yeah, that's one of the alcohol content is definitely a big part of it.
Yes.
I knew it was important for some reason, but that is delicious.
Amazing flavor. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, the flavor and the color, again, you've got another winner there. And another great year. I mean, the blossoms on the vines already look great. We didn't get that snow and, that late snow that's always critical to grape growing season. And this is going to be a great year ahead, huh?
I'm looking forward to an excellent year this year. Just looking at the buds that are on the vines right now, the way like you said, we didn't get the frost. Everything's going really good. We had a great vintage last year. I'm looking to an excellent vintage this year as well. So it's going to be fun.
With your talent, I have no doubt that it'll be fabulous.
Thank you.
And you can count on us being back to, sample those next varietals that come.
Absolutely. We would do that for you.
We have it on our calendar already. Andrew, thanks so much for having us out.
You're very welcome. Thank you,
Andrew.
We're here at Drytown Cellars. This was one of the oldest ranch properties, the Vira Ranch.
That's
it's an iconic part of Amador County, and we're looking forward to going and seeing what Drytown Cellars has to offer.
Yeah, let's go and see Alan Kreitzer and see what he's going to pour for us today and what interesting wines he has to offer.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go. Alan, thank you for having us over today.
My pleasure.
So what are we going to try? Tell me about your story and your favorite two wines you want to show us.
Well, there's Cabernet Franc comes from the El Dorado area, and then there's a Sorbano, which comes from Santa Clara. And unique grape and dry. They're all dry here for the most part. And we can try those two, and you can tell me what you think of them. And what we do here is we make a lot of wine. We did about 500 tons last year.
Wow, good.
And that puts us right up there. And we make wine for a whole bunch of wineries.
Well, wonderful. Why don't you pour us a taste and tell us what we're tasting?
Okay, this is a Sorbano. This is a unique Italian varietal grape. And it's dry and tannic.
Okay.
It's the last one I bottled, so I like it the most.
Well, the Sorbano it's a unique varietal, and you really do it all here, Alan. It's not just, it's not like where you go into a corporate winery and you're wall to wall with people. It's so relaxing out here. You're not standing there bumping elbows with so many people to where they can't, ask you questions and how you bottle and how you pull these grapes into making such a great wine.
We're family run here, so complimentary wine tasting. We got probably 15 wines on the menu. Got a few sweet ones like the Johannesburg Riesling. Got the Vina de Mocha, got the port. So that covers the sweet end, and then the rest of them, like I say, are fairly dry. Matter of fact, they are dry. And table wines, dinner wines, the whole gamut of varietals.
Well, I think it's delicious.
Well, it's Sorbano, it is. It's different. I don't think I've had the Sorbano. Yeah.
This is like...
I don't think I've had Sorbano before. Yeah, that is a good one.
I'll agree. I don't think I've ever tried it before, and I absolutely love it.
Good. It's unique. And that's just one of many we have. We have all kinds of grapes here. We get grapes from all over the Sierra foothills. And I pride myself on putting out a good bottle of wine, low price. And it's here, and we move a lot of fruit.
Well, people rave about your winery. So what's the next one you want us to try?
Well, we can try the Cabernet Franc. Cabernet Franc is this is my current favorite. It's soft. It's not too herbaceous. And it's... from the El Dorado area, El Dorado Hills. It's good, just a wine.
So will you taste it with us and tell us what you're tasting and what the flavors, identify those flavors?
Well, on this one, it's got a green hue to it. And that's the type of grape it is.
Okay.
So it's kind of got this green hue, but it's not herbaceous, and it's not so much that it knocks you down. And it's balanced by good oak, neutral oak, but good oak. It's not super hot.
Right.
So it's like maybe 14.1, 14.2.
Okay.
And it's dry, and it's, traditionally it's a blender, but it's finding its own fame in the marketplace, and this one was so good that it was kind of a no-brainer just to put it up.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. So you created, obviously, this wine, the recipe that creates the flavor in it, and I love it. I think it's a unique flavor. What do you think, Mike?
They're both absolutely wonderful, and you can see exactly where they're being made. You're not sitting in a tasting room where you can't see where the wine is not going through these vins and the barrels, and I mean, you really feel the flavor as you...
the full experience, too.
Yeah, I have to correct you, though. It wasn't I created the flavor. The flavor comes with the grape.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Steward. I'm just a steward.
Okay.
I watch it. And if it's going to go one way or the other and it's not the right way, then I intervene.
All right.
9 times out of 10, you do nada.
Okay. Well, that's good information. It's fabulous. Whatever you did or didn't do, it's wonderful.
That's right. You're putting the best of nature in that bottle, and we really appreciate that, Alan. You're doing a great job here at Dry Town Cellars.
Yes, we love it. Thank you so much for seeing us today.
Good. Thank you.
Well, it's another beautiful day in Amador County. We're here at New Adair Winery. Mark McMasters is the winemaker, and we're going to go in and say hello and see what he has new in the wine world.
Yeah, what a setting out here. New Adair is right down from Tanis. This is Willow Creek Road and, the West End, and we're going to explore a lot of that.
Beautiful, quiet, peaceful.
Wow, looking forward to meeting Mark. Let's go on and
Let's go inside.
Hello, Mark. Thanks for having us here at New Adair. It's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing today?
We're doing just
Good
great.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You have it all right here in one place, right where you make up the wine barrels, the vats, the vins that you call those, and then everything that you do in terms of all your different varietals. It's a family-owned business, and you do it all really in a nice, small environment here.
Yes, we do. And Coming into the tasting room here, you're actually in the belly of the beast where the wine's being made, where the bottling's all done.
This is where it's all happening right here. We have a number of different varietals. I hear about New Adare. You have a Barbera that you grow. What type of grapes do you grow out here?
I grow Barbera and Syrah on the property, and then we're working on a Zinfandel vineyard up front that's slowly coming in.
I saw the vines on the way in. How beautiful this property is. You have a great location here.
Yeah, this time of year, everything's green, and we've got the little view of the valley for people to, if they want to eat lunch at the picnic tables or something like that.
Yeah, I saw the picnic tables and the trellis above it. Very quaint. So tell me, what does New Adare mean?
It's actually Gaelic for new oak. We were looking for a name that was different from everybody else because people tend to use their name or the street they're on or some geographic location, and I'm Scottish by ancestry, so we use a lot of new oak barrels here, so that's how we kind of came up with the name.
And all of the wine owners, winemakers, all have new families, I've noticed out here on the West End. You all have, your young families. That's
Young
a big part of it.
children.
Friends and family, it's a big part of the theme out here on the West End. It is so friendly.
Absolutely. I've got a 6-year-old daughter and an 18-month-old daughter. And a lot of times,
Exciting.
the 18-month-old daughter's in here helping me pour wine.
Oh, that's sweet. I
That
love
is. That makes all the difference, that family and friend thing. Why don't we try a little bit of the Barbera that you just released? Now, this is a Barbera that you've held on to in the bottle. You bottle your varietals a little bit longer, I understand?
We age them longer and then bottle age it longer, and it really takes off all the rough edges. And Barbera is a very high acid grape anyway, and so by aging it, a lot of that acid drops out, and it makes it a lot more friendly.
Smooth.
It smooths it out a lot.
Wow, we'll have to try that. I'm a Barbera fan there, so I love going to the fair and drinking all the different varietals, but I'm a big Barbera fan.
Oh, it smells fabulous.
It does have great color and taste.
Oh, and great flavor. Nice job.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
nice job.
Thank you.
Well, we're big critics of all the different wines. We taste everywhere, but we have to say that New Adare, when you come out here and you can meet the wine maker, meet the owner, it's a little bit unique.
I think it's a personal touch that Amador County has when the owner of the business is present, serving the wines, making the wines, get in touch with the customers that come out, and give them that personal service that they're looking for.
Yeah, and plus, people always are asking kind of questions about how the wine's made, and we can actually tell them in great detail, probably far more than they'd ever want to know, what we did to make the wine the way we made it.
Yeah, I like that. I like hearing everybody's story, hearing how the wines are made, about your family. That's the interesting part.
It is. It's great having you here, and I'm sure people will come out to New Adare and see you and just pull on in and say hello to Mark. He's a wonderful winemaker and a great family man here, too, as well.
Thanks for having us here.
Great. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Each of the wineries has a unique section of gifts and items for purchase. And what I love about New Adare are the adorable shirts with the rhinestones on it. Now, this particular one I think is pretty funny.
Well, you do. You have to drink until he's cute, I would think.
Well, then maybe we need a couple more glasses.
I'm going to get you a petite size here.